My video for September the 16th is, I did not write it, but I agree. This petition represents a general, nonpartisan vote of no confidence in the U.S. federal government. Simple question. Does the U.S. government represent the will, safety, and liberties of the people it is chartered by the Constitution to protect? If the answer is no, then please sign this petition registering your vote as a no confidence vote against the U.S. government for every state and citizen to see publicly. Vote of no confidence. Define. A vote showing that a majority does not support the policy of a leader or governing body. Examples: nonpartisan government failures deserving a no confidence vote. Number one, unjust aggressive wars, unstable debt-based economy, militarized police state, 16% congressional approval, fake news corporate media, unconstitutional spying on citizens, failure to implement antitrust legislation against corporate monopolies, etc. This petition will be delivered to www.change.org, vote no confidence in the federal government. And I have the entire link in the blurb for those of you that that wish to use that link and send this petition out, which I'm encouraging you and even advising those of you that understand what I just read in that blurb. The government is out of control, and it's out of control on purpose because the people that have run the government do not have the best interest of humanity at heart. That's true in the entire world. I mean, the world has been taken over, as I've said so many times, by a demonic element, and many people end up serving that demonic element because they are interested more in amassing wealth and some kind of privilege or power than they are of having a world that actually works for the betterment of its population, both animal and human. Folks, look at what is happening on this planet. We are poisoning the water, poisoning the food, poisoning the sky, poisoning ourselves with medications that are impregnated with disease-bearing pathogens, if you will, as well as not only the disease-bearing pathogens, but they have acidized so much of our diet that our bodies are acidic and are unable to have the natural pH requirements to, which of course is a basic above 7, between 7 and 8, but at least 7.2, 3, 4, somewhere in there, at least that pH of our bodies, we would not be able to have our illnesses and sicknesses, for the most part, thrive as they do. I mean, everything in our environment, internally and externally to us, is designed, not by accident, but designed by people who want to make life hell on earth. That's the objective. The objective, of course, is control. The objective, of course, is empowerment of themselves at the expense of everybody else. We need to stop the unjust wars. The United States of America has military involvement on every continent I don't know if, yeah, they have military bases in Australia too, I'm pretty sure. I was going to say except Australia and New Zealand. But on all of the major continents, certainly Asia, Africa, Europe, North and South America, there are military bases and activities all over the place. Every nation has the right to protect its boundaries. No right to invade other countries without a declaration of war, as the United States has been doing for decades, folks. I mean, you have to understand the principles. We do not have the right to invade or have military action and involvement in any other nation unless they invite us and unless there is a declaration of war. Most other nations of the world, with the exception of Britain, abides by that to a great degree. I mean, it's not absolute, but generally that is the case. An unstable debt-based economy. The money is based on debt. Look at dollar bills, and it doesn't matter what the denomination is. They are shown as debt instruments. They have no actual value. They're not backed by anything that is tangible. Nothing. It's created out of thin air and has no intrinsic value. None. That's a crime. That's a crime. Militarized police state. They're turning our law enforcement into military operations. And I've seen some of the military vehicles employed in local police departments have military vehicles at their disposal provided by the United States military. This is a crime. It's not about peacekeeping. It's about intimidation. It's about creating fear, not about peace, not about anything that's reasonable. It's interesting. I don't know where the 16% congressional approval is, but it's certainly nowhere near a majority approval. Nowhere near. Most people in the United States, even the ones that don't, perhaps especially the ones that don't vote because they realize how corrupt everything is and how meaningless their vote is. And a vote is usually just voting at all is usually a vote of confidence on behalf of the status quo. And the status quo has to go. And fake news, my God, if it's mainstream media, even Fox News is very highly suspect. But ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, and all of the major news networks in the United States on TV, as well as radio, as well as newspapers, as well as primary magazines, they are all pretty much fake news that say what the powers that be want said to generate fear again and separation from people instead of unity. And unconstitutional spying on citizens. They have all sorts of things to spy on us, including in our body, the TV, the internet. All of these are spying devices, so that and even regular appliances, our refrigerators and stuff, spy on us. It's insane. It's absolutely insane, and it's the failure to implement antitrust legislation against corporate monopolies. It's run by corporate monopolies. That's against the law, and it's against common sense. We need to wake up, folks. We need to take back this nation and this planet, and with the help of God, maybe we will be able to actually do that. But I'm going to be posting a video. This next video, I'm going to be doing one with an interview with Valentine. At least that's the plan. But after that, I'm going to be doing another video on something that I discovered late yesterday, and I want to share that in a better forum than even this video. Anyway, my 10 minutes are up, and I want to thank you folks for listening once again, and namaste.